Boxing King Media. Delighted to be joined by the IBF World Champion, Mr. Jai Opetaia, who's in the middle of his holidays. So I really appreciate you coming on and just having a bit of a catch up, Jai. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you, man. It's good to see you.
You as well. You, I'm going to start with this because I interviewed you about a year ago, and the quote that you gave me is quite significant to what's going on right now. You said to me, "You feel rich when you're surrounded by love," and I get the feeling that is what you're enjoying that part of life right now.
Definitely, man. It's the outside the ring still, life throws battles at you, but we're figuring it out together, and we're surrounded by family that loves me for me. So it's a good feeling.
Your daughter's getting older. Last time I met her, she was crawling. What stage is she at now?
She's trying to run away from me, so it's a funny stage, man. It's starting to build a little personality and do funny things. So yeah, it's crack up, hey.
That cliche of being daddy's girl, is she daddy's girl?
Um, she picks and chooses, man. She knows what she's doing already. She's pretty on it. So, but she always been my little girl. So,
Legend. And I think what I'm going to start off with is I've not spoken to you since your last fight. You broke the brother's jaw, man, and I don't know if that was a bit of a redemption for what you experienced, but that was quite a horrific injury. I saw the video. Um, I think from what I remember you saying, I think you said you felt it break within the fight. You heard it.
I remember it breaking. I don't know if it was just a bit of, but I heard it break. I heard the break, like I heard the click, and then as soon as he grabbed his jaw, I knew it was broken. But yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, in that moment, I've got to ask you because you've been in that situation where you carried on and you've seen another man in front of you literally say, "No more, no mass," as they say. Did you think of that in that moment? Did you think like, "Shit, this is his IBF world title opportunity. This is like his lottery ticket," but he chose to walk away. But in the same situation, Jaya Pataya found an inner lion inside him.
I did, and that's exactly what popped in my head straight away. As soon as I heard it click. As soon as he took a knee and was holding his jaw, I was looking at him. I was thinking, bro, how bad does he want it? How bad does he want to go? How deep will he go? And then I seen him give up, and then I was like, oh, fair play to him, man. He had a crack, and I'm not trying to badmouth him at all, but man, I've been there, bro. I've felt that crack. I've heard that crack, and I didn't even take the knee, but. It yeah, it was a funny little moment to see it in reverse, because even when I got mine done, I heard the crack, I felt it break straight away, and then it was trying to make out it wasn't broken or trying to hide it and keep carrying on and try and protect it a bit more, but yeah, it was in the same stadium as well, so it was yeah, it was weird.
That is crazy. As the kids nowadays say, you're clearly him. You're built different.
Man, who knows, bro? I'm not sure what the kids are saying, but you know, I'm just looking forward. I can't wait to get back in the ring. I'm looking forward to it. I've been training hard and I'm pumped, bro.
I understand your team looked after his health, his hospital stuff, all that kind of stuff. I know it's not something you personally put out there, but I'm going to ask you. So I'm putting you in the situation where I'm asking you, could you explain, what you did and why you felt you needed to do it? Because I don't think many fighters would have done what you did.
Um, Man, to be honest, I don't want to sit here and take credit too much. I'm surrounded by good people. I have a great team. You know, um, they they went above and beyond to make sure he was all right. He enjoyed his time here. The surgeries. Um, you know, I don't want to sit here and say, we're angels and stuff, because at the end of the day, everyone's got to do what they got to do, and he's had to, he's got a broken jaw and he's had to go through that thing. So, man, I'm just grateful to be surrounded by good people. I went and visited him a few times. We shared a beer. He seemed like a good dude. You know, he never, even before the fight, he never badmouthed or was disrespectful, and that's what we're about. You know, everyone knows we earn respect, we don't disrespect. And it speaks volumes even after the fight. You know, he was respectful, so we showed respect back. We done what we could, and you know, there's still things we're trying to do to help him out. You know, because he had a lot of bills come out of that. So you know, I'd like to call him. You know, our friends, if I can, big word to me, but you know, he's a good bloke. So we still keep in touch, and yeah.
That's very good of you, man. And then most people are talking about your next move, but we've seen Gilberto Ramirez is now injured. So we've seen suggestions of this next IBF mandatory. But I tell you what, we've also seen Eddie Hearn say you're moving up to heavyweight. So he's put a spanner in the works. So can you clarify what is your intention and what could it be next?
Um, Man, I've had this goal in my head of becoming undisputed cruiserweight for a long time, you know, and I'm chasing undisputed, you know, and the only person I'd probably go up to heavyweight for is a world title fight or fighting Usyk. You know, they're the only fights that I'd go up to heavyweight. You know what I mean? I want to become undisputed, and once I become undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, then I want to go up to heavyweight. But you know, I'm not gonna let these guys rush me into doing things. You know, I still got a lot of time. Um, yeah, man, I'm just keen. The fact that I'm getting pressured to fight anyone else but a man that like a unification fight just blows my mind. You know what I mean? I'm getting call outs left, right, and center. You know, people saying they want to fight me, and then I'm getting pressured to fight them. Which you know, I respect the hunger. You know what I mean? I've been one of them guys. You know, but the fact that I'm getting, you know, spoke about or people are speaking about me fighting anyone else but one of these other champions blows my mind. You know what I mean? Everyone in the boxing world that wants to see me fight should be wanting to see me fight against another champion.
Well, it's interesting because we don't see many people wanting to fight you. The only person I've ever seen in recent times constantly calling name out on social media, and I bumped into him in Riyadh. He's a Syrian guy who's based in Dubai, I think, Mohammed Bektash. He's been harassing you, your dad, your promoter. He's the only person I've seen in recent times saying I want to fight you, but he's not in the IBF rankings. He's not ranked anywhere, so you wouldn't be able to defend your belt against him. And I did
It,
tell.
it, it, it makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like I get it, man. You know, like I've been in these shoes. You know, I wanted to fight the champions and the best cruiserweights in the world, and now I am the best cruiserweight. But I'm chasing undisputed. You know, anything other than undisputed just doesn't make sense to me. You know, we obviously got to take care of these mandatories and stuff like that, but Body Jack and Ramirez is who I want to fight. You know, it's not people that I'm chasing, it's the belts. And if you got the belts, that's who I want to fight.
Or let's see if the Badu Jap fight has any legs on it. You mentioned Usyk there as well. I don't know if you saw the interview. I asked Usyk about what he thought about you as a person and as a fighter. I don't know if you saw it, but his words were, "I like this guy. He's a great sportsman." And I then asked him if how you would fare as a heavyweight, and he said, "Don't worry about the size. He has a big heart and big balls."
No,
That
I haven't seen that. And, you know, I respect these fighters. You know, I respect Usyk. I've always have. You know, like, so I appreciate the kind words and I've got a lot of respect for him. But at the same time, I'd love to get in the ring with him. You know what I mean? I'd love to test myself, and he's the best of this generation at the moment. You know, so to share the ring with him and really see how good I am, you know, I would love to do that. You know, so respectfully.
Lastly, I just want to wrap up on the Usyk and Moses Itauma thing and the Daniel Dubois thing. Did you watch the fight? What did you make of the ending? And you must have seen all the drama about the pre-fight party they had as well. I can't imagine you doing that. But what did you make of the whole fight, Usyk Dubois?
Yeah, man, Usyk just proved he's on another level. I thought Dubois was going to come back a bit stronger just because he's so young. I felt like he's got a lot of room to grow. But man, you just that one-dimensional type of fighter. You know what I mean? He's big, strong, but just Usyk, man, he just ticks all the boxes. And man, it's gonna take a boxer to beat him. That you keep chasing these one punch to hurt him and slow him down. It's just you're just gonna swing and miss, and come back and get tired, and you need to be able to punch with him, punch after him, fight at that pace. So it'll be like an Olympic belt or amateur belt for 12 rounds. And that's what you have to be. And a lot of these heavyweights, man, they don't have that. They got the one punch power, or they're trying to put people to sleep, which he's that's his bread and butter. That's what he's looking for.
Well, Moses Itauma's name's been linked with Usyk, but I also a lot of people saw a lot of people online talk about a future dream fight against Jai Opetaia and Moses Itauma. What do you make of Moses, and does that kind of excite you that something like that could happen in a few years' time?
For sure, man. I rate Moses. I think he holds himself well. He's um he's the full package. You know what I mean? He's got good speed. He's he's heavy footed, but he's good, man. And I feel like, well, yet to even see the best of him. So, and he's only 19. Which is crazy. So it's boxing is very healthy at the moment. There's a lot of names coming up. So yeah, man, why not? But like I said, I'm not getting ahead of myself. We're going to become undisputed cruiserweight champion first, and once we've done that, then we take on the world.
Last question for you: if they offered you Badu Jack, Usyk next, both options, which one would you take?
I'd have to take Usyk. Like Usyk's the top of the tree. In any weight division, he's like number one pound for pound list on everyone's list. So that's a fight that you can't say no to. And I respect the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? But these fights, it's an unrealistic question as well. Like Buddy Jack, man, I could be fighting Buddy Jack next. I could be fighting these guys. I don't understand why this fight's not happening. Like Ramirez is out, he's injured. Where's Buddy Jack? A unification overtakes any mandatory. So why aren't we fighting? If he believes he's the best, he's a world champion. I just feel like they're ducking and dodging. So
Okay. Well, that's it, brother. I really appreciate you coming on. And hopefully see you soon. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your holidays and yeah, say hello to your dad.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.
Respect isn't given, it's earned in blood.
Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.